Welcome back, my green loving community. It is such a pleasure to be back with you, talking about some of the things that I really love that I know that you love. Plants. One of the plants I actually want to talk about today, it's one that I actually talk about in my new book, Wild at Home. It is the STROMANTHE Triostar. It is such a beautiful plant, tricolor type plant. The foliage, you might have seen it, pink, greens, creams. I mean, it's like a 3-tiered cake over here. Love it, it's delicious. Just want to take it and put it in my mouth and eat it. I mean, just 3 layers of beauty. I love it because not only does it add that extra touch of color, extra touch of texture in your home, but it is really beautiful. I mean, simply put, it's one of those things that really does pop when you see it in your home. When people come over, they always tend to get in there and go, wow, what a beautiful plant. And that's kind of what I love. So when I get questions about how to care for them, this is kind of what I tell folks. So I want to share that with you today. Now, Triostar, if in the right environment, in the right space, can grow up to 3 feet in width and height. So just make sure if you do have one, you're putting it in the right place, the right spot for it to be successful and to give it enough room to develop to that size. Now, one thing you want to make sure is that you're putting it in the right light setup. So if you don't have bright indirect light, or you don't have medium light in your space, this plant won't actually thrive for you, because if you only have direct light, it does not like direct sunlight, because it will damage the foliage, make it lose its beautiful colors, and over time kill the plant itself. So you also want to make sure that you are keeping the soil moist. Triostars love to have moist, damp soil, kind of like a fern does, but you don't want your roots sitting in water. So what I like to do is I like to place this type of plant in a plastic pot or a ceramic glazed pot, so that whatever pot I'm actually placing it in holds that water instead of releasing it. Once it dries out, what you'll see is an actual indicator from the plant. The leaves will curl up, telling you, hey, I need a drink. So you want to make sure that you give them a drink right away. So you never want to place a Triostar in a terracotta pot. If you did, you spend most of your time just watering this plant. If you do have one of these and it's thriving and it's in the right space and you're giving it the right type of care and water, they can grow up to 3 feet. So make sure you are okay with that and that you're not giving it a small little container to grow in. So make sure your roots are popping out of the drainage holes of your pots, because if they are, there's more of a chance of your plant getting root rot. So you want to make sure that when you see all those roots tucked in or all bundled up at the bottom of that pot, make sure you pot it in another pot, making sure that soil is fresh, giving your plant a nice space to get comfortable and thrive for you in the future. Green, pink, I mean, look at these new leaves. Look at the backside. Look at that color. Look how vibrant that color is. Come on. It is such a beautiful piece to add to your collection. So if you do have one or you're thinking about getting one, I hope these tips help. It helps you to care for a plant as delicious, as wonderful as the Triostar. Hope this helps. Have fun.